What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I'm here with Josh from MetaArena. He's actually running the Cooler Master booth and sharing all of the new hardware that is available on the interwebs. Josh, please tell us about some of the new products that Cooler Master has and some of the history behind it as well.
Sure. Well, there's a whole bunch of new cases, new thermal products, new power supplies, new peripherals, new. But it's not just all about the new stuff, it's about acknowledging that it's been the 25th anniversary for Cooler Master, and there's a lot of history, and so we're going to run through some of that history here. So we're going to start off with the Cosmos 1000, which for a lot of people is the Ultra Tower that sort of started the whole big case craziness, moving on from the original stacker. I mean, if you will, there is a bit of lineage between those, but the Cosmos has been a huge fan favorite for the last 10 years, and so we're just going to slowly go through here. We've got the Cosmos 1000, started out in 2007, and then the Cosmos S was a fairly quick carry-on from that, so that's considered like generation 1. Okay, and then from there we went to generation 2, which we had the Cosmos 2 in 2012, and this year we've just launched the Cosmos 25th anniversary edition, and that's basically considered generation 2. The third generation has also just been launched, which is the Cosmos C700P, and we'll actually have a full built system, RGB lighting and everything. It's full curved tempered glass.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, so that's
very nice.
Something different, something new, and yeah, they're actually first to market with the curved tempered glass, and yeah, so we've got those items there, and then behind us we've got a bit of a history lesson. So starting off in 1999 with the first heat pipe cooler. I'll just grab it here because it's something special, because it's the only one left in the world. So this little guy is essentially priceless, but you can see the heat pipes coming through, and it's only small, but its thermal cooling capability for back in the day was very, very significant. So that then, in 2000, Cooler Master decided, hey, it's time to do some cases.
Yeah, right.
And so there's a bit of a story behind this one. It was about essentially looking at all the barriers for cases and how to break through them. So things like moving from using steel to aluminium, acrylic windows, also the front fascia is quite unique, and for a case that's 17 years old, it certainly has aged very well.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Yeah, so moving on from there, we've then got the Aquagate Mini, which was actually one of the first all-in-one water cooling units, and you can see that they've changed quite a lot over the days and years between then and now. So we've now got the Master Liquid range, and there's a new item on that front as well, which we'll get to once we start moving through the thermal products. And continuing down through the history lessons, we've got the stacker. Now the stacker for many people was the first Ultra Tower, that was 2004, it's the big boy. I remember back then I had a friend that had an AMD FX57, and he was running that in it was a tie-in board, dual SLI graphics cards. He had 4 WD 10K Raptors. Back then that was the business.
That was it.
And I drooled over that, and so that was what inspired me to go, okay, I got to get into all of this. Then moving along to 2007, we had the Hyper 212, which is an absolute classic. The performance delivered by that cooling device is just unreal for its price point, and to this day continues to be included in many spec sheets when people are doing either hypothetical builds or simply saying, right, got to hit a price point and have great performance, be able to overclock a bit. Hyper 212 still hits that. So moving along, we'll skip through down to the first mechanical keyboard from Cooler Master, part of the CM Storm range, and that was using the Cherry MX switches, and that then evolved into the Master Keys, which we've got just above it. So this had a whole lot of built-in programming and whatnot, but a lot of software needed for that to run the macro keys. Now all of the programming is built into the actual keyboard, so no need for an any external software. It's just plug it in, off you go. You've got all of your settings ready to go. So great for people that are landing and perhaps, you know, or even going and playing at a friend's place and they want to take their peripherals with them. Yeah, really handy. And so we've also got here the V8 GTS. So the V8 GTS was a heatsink that brought in, you know, a more focused design towards aesthetics and wanting to bring in, you know, some car type dynamics and looking at engine bays and all that sort of thing. And you can see a real likeness between, say, the top cover, like engine cover of, say, a big V8 or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and that brings us up to modern day, where back in 2015 launched the Master Case series, and it feels weird saying back in 2015 because it just feels like yesterday. But to complement this series, we've got a whole bunch of new cases as well. And yeah, it's going to be a pleasure sharing those with you. So
awesome. All right, thank you very much. We'll be back shortly.